Hey guys, Alex here from Cybernetic Witch Cult. We can't gig at the moment because of coronavirus, and I thought I'd film some content for our fans. So yeah, I decided to do a quick how to cooking video on how to cook your own Cornish pasty at home. Now I've finished it all, eaten the pasty, and all I would suggest is don't try this because it didn't work at all. There are better recipes online, better methods online, better everything. But yeah, tune in and watch if you want to watch me make an ass of myself. And don't try this. Here we go. So yeah, being from Cornwall, I fancied some Cornish pasties, but the shops, well, I don't fancy going out to get them. So I'm going to try and make them myself using things I have in the house. So yeah, first problem I've encountered is I don't have much flour left. So I've got this much left, but I do have some ground rice flour. So we're gonna, this could be a gluten-free and vegan recipe. And yeah, I'm going to try and cobble together some pasties and show you guys how not to cook. So, first thing you need is a bowl. Any old bowl will do. I got this lovely punch bowl. Yeah, and yeah, let's just get into it. I haven't practiced this. This is raw. It's the first time I've ever cooked a pasty. So let's give this a go. Cool, let's crank up some machines. So let's start with spice. Bit of spice. So first thing you're going to need is 500 grams of flour. So measure your flour, be it normal or gluten-free. Got these lovely scales so you can see what I'm doing. Now these scales are tricky because I don't think they're meant for cooking. Okay, so you got your 500 grams of flour, be it gluten-free, not gluten-free, all this lovely mix of both, which is gonna be chaotic. Cool, right, what else do you need? Because I haven't actually given you guys the ingredients. So, most recipes need some kind of gelling agent. So, you've got to stick it all together, because you can't use egg, because this is going to be vegan. So, gonna add a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt wasn't lovely. So, pinch of salt in there. And now we need to add some kind of binding agent. So, binding agent is difficult. If you don't have an egg, there's a few choices you can go for. You can go for flaxseed, which I found in my cupboard. Or apparently you can use cider vinegar or white wine vinegar. I have all these things, so let's try a bit of a mix. Right, well, we're going to chuck in 2 teaspoons of cider vinegar. Because being from the West Country, we also like cider, so let's stick 2 teaspoons of this in. These aren't teaspoons, these are tablespoons, so let's just put a little bit more in there. That should be fine. Now I'm also going to chuck in my flaxseed. So we're going to make a fake egg using this flaxseed stuff. So we're going to mix some flaxseed in 2 tablespoons of water. We're going to do that in a wine glass, because why not? So get your flaxseed into your wine glass. And fill it up, and this is gonna start to resemble an egg in a minute. So we'll just leave that there for a sec. Cool. So we got our flour, we got our fake egg. Next, while we're waiting for that to sort itself out, let's measure some butter. So we are going to be using 250 grams of butter.
Just like it, over and over again. I am the hypercomputer. I know not what is real. Less of reality.
So what we're going to do with this butter is we're going to knead our butter in to this paste. So I'm going to use my fingers here. Make sure you clean your fingers or it kind of defeats the point of making this stuff. And we're going to do this until it kind of looks a bit like breadcrumbs. Cool, so you guys can see my lovely breadcrumby mess I've made so far. Great. Right, so we're gonna next bit. Again, it's pretty good. It looks a bit like breadcrumbs. You can kind of make it up there. We are now going to try and chuck some coconut milk in, and we're going to chuck our fake egg in as well. And we're going to do this until we got a bit of a dough. So we don't want it to be too sticky. So we're just going to try and make a nice lump. Into a bowl. I'm going to stick this in the fridge while I prepare my lunch. Okay, welcome back. Alright, so now we're going to start talking about toppings. So, with fillings and pasties, I think the key is chunky, nice bits of veg. And normally we try and keep it as blank as possible, so no herbs, no spices. We're going to chuck in a little bit of pepper, a bit of salt. We're going to keep it pretty basic.
Sir, I don't understand. Who needs a knife in a nuke fight anyway? All you gotta do is push a button.
Ceasefire! Stand on that wall, trooper. The enemy cannot push.
So, peel it, chop it, keep it in a stew, keep it nice and chunky, and hopefully be ready to put this into our pastry when we come back.
Look back to a life that was easier to lead. The pagans
to substitute. And it depends how much you want. I normally find pasties, you want a good 50-50 mix, I'd say. So get a bit, put it in. I think that'll be enough. And I'm going to take a couple of these burgers, like I said, and chuck them in as well, just to get some chunkier bites in these pasties. Cool, so we're going to flavour this with some peppercorns and a bit of salt as well. So I got some mixed herbs just so we can really make it pop. Mix that up a bit. We're chucking a little bit of oil in there so it can soak. You're 180 degrees Celsius, and we're going to cover this work surface with flour, push out our dough into a rough shaped pasty, and then let the chaos ensue. Alright, so we're just going to look at some stock images of pasties because we don't want to muck up our shape. Normally kind of a D shape, and we're able to fold that in half and crimp it, which is the roll down edge. And we've also got our fake egg mix. Here's one I made earlier. This is to help glue it together. I don't know how it's going to work. So we're going to use this as our pasties area. Yeah, and try and make it in this. This is going to be awful. Let's just give it a go. Let's see how this goes. Cool. The hard bit now is to try and seal this without having any gaps. Oh god. Oh my god. So if it breaks a bit, panic. That's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna squash this into a pie shape, and because I actually have to eat this for my dinner tonight. So I'm gonna squash it. This isn't how you meant to do it. It's not. Anyone from Cornwall now is saying, what the fuck is he doing? I'm going to get exiled, kicked out of the county, but at least I'll have some dinner tonight. And the goal here is really just to seal it up. So and if you're feeling really daring, you can try put crimp on it. I've done a centre crimp. It wasn't my plan. I wanted to do a side crimp, but that's gone to hell. So gone for the centre crimp for this. And the crimp is important. Crimp is what people used to hold the pasty by. It's arguably the tastiest part. So I think that's not too bad for my first ever attempt at pasty. And now I just need to oh god, try and get this onto a baking tray. Let's try a spatula. And there we go. This could have gone worse, considering they didn't have any flour. I'm not using egg. Not made one before. We now have a pastry full of food on a baking tray. So I'm going to paint this with my fake egg. lovely. It's basically just water. So there we go, there is attempt 1 made and bang in the oven. So I'm going to cook that. Oh, ooh, we need to make a few holes in there. So before you chuck it in the oven, take a fork and just stab a few holes in it just so it can vent, otherwise it's going to explode. And you don't want that to happen. I don't know, whatever. If I do, stick that in the oven, wonder. Let's just do the same thing again, not learn from our mistakes, and see if we can make at least 1, ideally 2, because I've got quite a lot left of ingredients there.
Yes, we hunted and eaten.
If you think you can do a better job, then do it. I'm not trying to get a quality pasty here, I'm just trying to occupy myself on this Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or is it Monday? Whatever day it is, it's that Tuesday, on this Tuesday afternoon. We're just trying to keep ourselves and you guys occupied. So this time I think I'm going to ad-lib. I think we're going to fold. We'll aim for the centre. Veg in the middle.
The world belongs to the dinosaurs. Neo-Cretaceous age begins. Mankind gone and nature wins.
There we go. So again, we're going to try. Oh god, we're going to try and somehow fold this up. This is so difficult with the gluten-free. Oh god, this one might be a complete catastrophe. Oh lord. Yeah, I think the other way was a better shout, to be honest. Okay, we're going to do some emergency triage on this pasty because it's. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's completely fucked. So we're gonna. I think we'll just slap a bit of pastry on top of this. God, I hope my grand's not watching this. She'll disown me. Alright, let's get it on the baking tray, and then we'll do some triage after that. So. So this one is not going as well. I think the first one, even though the first one I wasn't proud of it at the time. It looks like I should have been, because this is a complete clusterfuck. This is an analogy for how the UK government is handling the coronavirus. I mean, our guts are spilling out the inside. Chaos. Alright, so we're going to try and fix this with some more of this shit pastry. In for a penny, in for a pound, that's what I say. So, oh god. Alright, we're going to roll this one out. I forgot to put flour on the table, so that's probably going to come back in the ass in a second. So my plan is just to drape this over the other one, and then I'm going to eat this with a fork off the baking tray. So now I need to scoop this up. God, today is not my day. Let's do this bit better. So I'm thinking if I do this in stages and smush it all together, I should be able to rest. Why did I bother rolling it out? That's what you're wondering at home. How are we supposed to do this? Well, maybe you guys have flour, is all I would say. If you got flour, you're probably going to have a better go at this than using that awful rice flour from earlier. I should have used the sour cream. This is all because I was too afraid to put sour cream. I mean, this is a big pasty. This is a meal for a king. It just isn't going to look like very much. I don't think I need to pierce this one because it's got plenty of holes in it. So we're going to paint it up with the paintbrush. Not proud of this, but I'm going to finish it. I guess that's a sign of pride, isn't it? Not proud of the product, but I have pride that I need to at least get 2 things that I promised my housemate that he could have a pasty for dinner. He's going to look at this and just be like, you fucking what? Oh god. So paint it to hide the shame. Paint away the shame. It might come out alright. Maybe he won't notice. If you guys are doing this at home, send me your pictures to alex@cyberneticwitchcraft.com. If you think you can do a better job, you probably can. If you don't live in this country and you've never seen a pasty before, this is exactly what the intended result is. So any bits of beef that are left poking up the side, squash them in. Squash them in. Have no shame. No one's judging. If you're at home doing this, no one's got to see it. There we go. So this is my second pasty. I'm even going to go for the top crimp because without a crimp, it's not pasty. And if holes, fine, but it has to have some kind of crimped edge. The only bad bit is here. I don't know if you guys can see this hole. Because I got greedy with it. Greed leads to shame. Something to learn and remember. Greed leads to shame. Alright, let's put that in.
What will we find?
So there we have it. We have 2 attempts at Cornish pasties in the oven. We'll see how they do. Let's clean this up. Let's try and forget about what a colossal waste of time this has been. I've had fun though. It's been interesting. I hope I've taught you guys something. I'm not sure what. The crimped edge on the pasty is so you could eat it while you're in a tin mine, without getting arsenic and all that poisonous stuff on your dinner, on your lunch. You held that bit, ate pasty, and you threw it across. So that's where it comes from. It's the cultural food of Cornwall. I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. So we're back in a minute. We'll put on some more songs, and we'll have a taste. We'll see what the hell this is. cooked. Actually, very cooked. So if you're going to try this mess at home, go for 50 minutes. Right, I almost don't want to do this. Let's see how they did. Smells like a pasty. So here's number one. My pride and joy. You can see it's completely cracked. It looks a bit more like a shortbread. Sour shortbread. Savoury shortbread than a pasty. And we got this guy with all the holes in it. He looks alright again, just a bit crumbly. So before I get lynched by half a Cornwall, didn't use egg because it had to be vegan, and they had no flour left at supermarkets, so I used rice flour. And I've never made a pasty before in my life, so yeah, give it a try if you want to try it at home. Give it a go. Let me know if you do any better. If any bands from Cornwall try and challenge me, it has to be vegan and it has to be gluten free, otherwise it's not fair contest. So let's have a taste, I guess. It does smell pretty handsome. And big chungus, who I've made too big for the amount of filling. Right there. Much passes better with
In the year 3014, Cybernetic invasion, war machine, conquest, the life of planet Earth. Or is it higher in the mountain? Our last chance pressure is mounting.
it does smell good.
To win this war. Creature that stands before me, cast out.
It's definitely weird, gritty. Gritty is how I would describe this pastry. Filling is lovely, but not my finest.
Drawn forward by the wizards, last hope for survival for mankind. Black magic teleport me.
So yeah, it's more of a savoury shortbread biscuit. But for a first attempt, it looks alright, smells alright. Don't feel like I've been poisoned. So yeah, that's gonna conclude today's first episode of Doom Kitchen. I hope some other bands decide to cook some shit as well. But thank you. I'm Alex from Cybernetic. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you whenever this madness ends. Bye.